Ladies and gentlemen, what is a human? This question is not just a reflection of our physicality, but it dives deep into the core of our existence. We are not just a body that exists in space and time. We are a living expression of a higher purpose, a being with an identity far greater than what we may see with our eyes. A human is a creation endowed with purpose. We were not born just to exist, to breathe, and to pass through life unnoticed. No. There is more to us than that. We are here with a unique mission to fulfill. Purpose is the reason we exist, and until we realize this purpose, we are like a ship adrift, aimlessly sailing on an endless ocean. Life begins to truly make sense when we understand that we have been put on this earth to do more than simply survive. What makes us human is not just our ability to think, but the vastness of our thoughts. The mind within us is the engine that propels us into greatness. It is through the mind that we create, we invent, we transform the world around us. The power of thought is the doorway to our potential, and what we think shapes the reality in which we live. But we are not just individuals, we are relational beings. The true measure of humanity is not seen in how much we accumulate, but in how we connect, how we love, and how we serve. Our capacity for relationships defines the essence of who we are. In a world often marked by isolation, it is in our connection to others that we discover the fullness of life. We have been given the precious gift of choice. The power to choose is one of the most remarkable aspects of being human. Every day, we make choices that determine the direction of our lives. We are not victims of circumstance, we are empowered to decide the course of our journey. Yet to fully live, we must know who we are. Identity is the foundation upon which our lives are built. Without understanding who we are at the deepest level, we can easily be swayed by the influences around us. But when we understand our true identity, we align ourselves with the higher calling for which we were created. We are also spiritual beings. There is more to a human than the body and the mind. Within each of us resides a spirit that connects us to the divine, that inspires us to rise above challenges, and that reminds us of our eternal nature. It is through our spirit that we connect with purpose, find meaning, and embrace the infinite possibilities of life. Alongside our gifts, we are also given responsibility. With the privilege of life comes the duty to take care of this world, to care for others, and to nurture our own growth. Responsibility is not a burden. It is an opportunity to make a difference, to steward the resources entrusted to us, and to leave a legacy that transcends our own existence. Humanity is a force with boundless potential. There is no limit to what a human being can achieve when they discover their purpose, embrace their identity, and commit to the service of others. We were not made to live small lives. We were made to do great things, to leave an imprint on history, to shape the world around us. The true essence of a human being is found in the alignment of purpose, identity, spirit, and responsibility. So I ask you today, what will you do with the gift of being human? What will you choose to create, to impact, and to transform? The world is waiting for the unique contribution only you can bring. You are more than a body. You are more than a mind. You are a human with infinite potential, capable of achieving extraordinary things. The essence of humanity goes far beyond the physical aspects of our existence. When we think of a human being, we often first recognize the body, its structure, its capabilities, its ability to interact with the world. Yet, to truly understand what it means to be human, we must look deeper. We are not merely flesh and blood. We are a blend of purpose, identity, and spirit. To understand our essence is to acknowledge that we are beings with a profound capacity for both creation and transformation. Humans are uniquely designed to fulfill a purpose that stretches beyond personal desires or temporary success. Every individual carries within them a reason for being, an internal calling that drives them towards something greater than themselves. This purpose is not just about individual accomplishments, it's about contributing to the collective good, leaving a mark on the world, and impacting others in a meaningful way. The essence of humanity is tied to this idea that we are not here to merely exist, but to actively shape the world around us, to leave it better than we found it. Without purpose, Life can feel hollow, as if we are drifting aimlessly without a destination. The essence of humanity is found in our potential to think and create. It's not just that we possess a mind, but that our minds are capable of deep thought, imagination, and innovation. The human mind holds the key to unlocking new realities. It is through the power of our thoughts that we can turn dreams into reality, navigate through difficulties, and create solutions to problems that seem insurmountable. The ability to reason, to think critically, and to dream with clarity sets us apart from all other beings. The mind is where possibility lives, and it is what drives us to reach higher, to strive for better, to create new paths for the future. Equally essential to our humanity is our capacity for relationships. Humans are not designed to be isolated or to live solely for themselves. At the heart of our existence is the need for connection. Relationships, whether with family, friends, communities, or even strangers, define our humanity. It is through our interactions with others that we truly discover who we are and who we can become. Our ability to love, to empathize, to serve, and to collaborate is what allows us to experience the fullness of life. In relationships, we find purpose, meaning, and growth. The strength of human connection is the foundation upon which our world is built. To live a fully human life is to live in communion with others, sharing experiences, supporting one another, and working together toward common goals. At the core of humanity is the profound gift of free will, the ability to choose. Every human being is empowered with the responsibility and privilege of making choices that affect the course of their lives and the lives of others. The power of choice is one of the most sacred aspects of being human. It is a gift that distinguishes us from all other forms of life. With this freedom, we can decide our thoughts, our actions, and our beliefs. We can shape our character, our destiny, and the world we inhabit. The choices we make define us. They reflect our values, our priorities, and our understanding of who we are. The essence of humanity is a combination of purpose, mind, relationships, and choice. These elements come together to create a being capable of profound impact, of immense growth, and of endless potential. To understand the essence of being human is to understand that we are not merely existing, we are here to live with intention, to build meaningful connections, to innovate, and to contribute to something greater than ourselves. It is through the realization of our purpose, the development of our minds, the cultivation of relationships, and the wise use of our free will that we come to fully experience the depth of what it means to be human. Purpose is the driving force behind every human life. It is the essence that gives meaning to our existence, and without it we are like a ship lost at sea adrift, unanchored and directionless. While existence in itself is a gift, it is the presence of purpose that transforms life from mere survival into a journey of significance. The question is not whether we are alive, but whether we are living with intention, with a clear understanding of why we exist. To live without purpose is to walk through life with blinders on, missing out on the deeper fulfillment that comes when we align our actions with our true calling. Each person is born with a unique purpose, something only they are capable of fulfilling. Purpose is not a generic concept. It is deeply personal and intricately tied to who we are at our core. It is not defined by societal standards, by the number of possessions we accumulate, or by external markers of success. Rather, purpose is a calling that rises from the inside, compelling us to do something significant with our lives. It gives us a sense of direction, a reason to wake up every day, and a framework for making decisions that align with our deeper values. Purpose brings clarity and focus. When we know our purpose, we can filter out distractions and focus on what truly matters. It allows us to see beyond the short term, to move through challenges with resilience, and to push past obstacles because we understand the greater significance of our efforts. Purpose is what enables us to endure hardships, knowing that every trial has meaning and is shaping us for a greater purpose. It turns the mundane into the extraordinary, as even the simplest acts are given new meaning when we understand that connection to the larger picture. Living without purpose is akin to wandering aimlessly, hoping for something meaningful to happen, but not knowing what that is or how to bring it to fruition. Many people go through life with no clear understanding of why they are here, following the routines of daily life, yet feeling unfulfilled. This kind of existence is like being caught in a cycle, repeating the same actions without any true sense of progress. There is no deeper satisfaction or joy because the foundation of purpose is missing. Purpose is also an antidote to the emptiness that can often accompany success. Many chase external achievements, wealth, fame, power, hoping that these will bring fulfillment. Yet, without purpose, even the greatest achievements can feel hollow. People who have attained material success but lack a sense of purpose often find themselves struggling with feelings of isolation or a lack of meaning. This is because true fulfillment does not come from what we acquire or accomplish in the eyes of others. It comes from living in alignment with our purpose, knowing that our actions are contributing to something much larger than ourselves. Purpose elevates our existence to something transcendent. It connects us to a higher calling, to a vision beyond what we can see in the present moment. When we embrace purpose, we move from being mere participants in life to active contributors to a greater vision. Our life becomes a statement of intentionality, a testimony to the fact that we are not here by accident. We have been placed here for a reason. And when we walk in our purpose, we honor that reason. Purpose moves us beyond simply surviving day to day. It propels us to thrive, to impact others, and to leave a legacy. It is important to note that purpose is not something that is given to us by others, nor is it something that can be handed to us on a silver platter. It must be discovered, nurtured, and lived out. The discovery of purpose is an ongoing journey that requires introspection, awareness, and growth. We must learn to listen to the inner voice that speaks to us, guiding us toward our destiny. We must seek clarity and understanding, remove the distractions that hinder our vision, and be willing to step into the unknown, trusting that our purpose will unfold as we move forward. In the end, it is purpose that breathes life into our existence. Without it, life can feel like a series of disconnected events with no true meaning or direction. But when we discover our purpose, life takes on new depth. It becomes a journey of fulfillment, impact, and growth. Purpose does not just give us a reason to live, it transforms how we experience life itself, infusing it with meaning, passion, and a profound sense of contribution to the world. The difference between merely existing and truly living lies in whether we choose to embrace and live out our purpose. The mind is an incredibly powerful force, a tool that defines the reality we experience. It is not merely a part of us, but the driving engine that shapes everything we do, feel, and achieve. From the smallest decisions to the grandest achievements, everything begins in the mind. It is through our thoughts that we craft our perceptions of the world, our relationships, and even our very selves. The power of the mind is not just in its ability to think, but in its potential to transform. It is the birthplace of dreams, innovations, and breakthroughs, where the seeds of possibility are planted and nurtured. The mind holds the power to create. What we think about consistently influences the way we act and the direction our lives take. Our thoughts shape our reality, how we perceive challenges, how we respond to opportunities, and how we interpret our circumstances. A mind that believes in the possibility of success will see solutions where others see obstacles. A mind that is trained to focus on growth will find ways to move forward, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Our thoughts set the foundation for our actions, and our actions ultimately create the life we live. Equally powerful is the mind's capacity for transformation. Our minds are not static, they are adaptable and capable of change. It is often said that what the mind can conceive, it can achieve. This is not just a motivational statement, but a fundamental truth about the human experience. The mind is capable of altering its patterns, rewiring itself, and reprogramming our beliefs and behaviors. We are not bound by the thoughts we have today, we can change them. If we believe we are limited, we are likely to act within those confines. But if we believe that we can break through barriers, our mind will find ways to make that belief a reality. Transformation happens when we change the way we think, when we replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones, when we choose thoughts that align with our potential rather than our fears. The mind also holds the power to influence our emotions. Our thoughts determine how we feel. A thought of gratitude can fill us with warmth and joy, while a thought of fear or anger can cause stress and anxiety. Emotions are often seen as reactions to external events, but they are heavily influenced by the way we process those events in our minds. The ability to control our thoughts, to choose how we respond mentally to a situation, is the key to emotional mastery. By training our minds to focus on the positive, to challenge negative self-talk, and to choose thoughts that empower us, we can regulate our emotional state and live with greater peace and resilience. To its influence on our emotions, the mind is the source of creativity and innovation. Every great invention, every monumental idea, and every breakthrough in human history began with a thought. The human mind is uniquely capable of imagination, the ability to visualize something that doesn't yet exist, to create something new from nothing. It is through the mind that we solve problems, that we envision new possibilities, and that we chart paths to progress. The world we live in today is a direct reflection of the creative power of the human mind. From the smallest discoveries to the largest advances, all are born from the imagination and innovation that begins in the mind. The mind's power extends to how we interpret and navigate the challenges we face. In life, adversity is inevitable, but how we perceive and respond to it determines its impact on our lives. Two people can experience the same event, but their perceptions of it will be entirely different, and as a result, their responses will vary. One may see failure as a learning opportunity, while another may see it as the end of the road. The mind's ability to shift perspective, to find meaning in difficulties, and to turn setbacks into stepping stones is what enables individuals to rise above challenges and create success no matter the circumstances. The mind's power is magnified when it is aligned with purpose. A mind focused on purpose sees beyond the immediate, beyond the distractions of everyday life, and remains rooted in a higher vision. That purpose gives the mind a clear direction, helping it to filter out what is irrelevant and focus on what matters most. When the mind is engaged with purpose, it is not merely reacting to life, it is actively shaping it. The alignment between the mind and purpose propels us forward, enabling us to overcome obstacles, stay motivated, and push through moments of doubt. It is through this alignment that we tap into the full potential of the mind. But perhaps the most profound aspect of the mind is its connection to the collective consciousness. Human minds are not isolated, they are part of a greater network. The ideas and innovations of one mind can ripple out and inspire others, creating a collective force for change. The power of the mind is not just in individual accomplishment, but in its ability to connect and collaborate with others. Together, minds can change the world. Great movements and revolutions have been sparked by the collective thoughts and shared vision of individuals coming together. It is through this collective power that humanity has been able to overcome its greatest challenges and achieve extraordinary things. In the end, the mind is not merely a tool, it is the foundation upon which all human achievement is built. The power of the mind is limitless, constrained only by the beliefs we hold and the thoughts we choose to entertain. When we recognize and harness the full potential of our minds, we can reshape our world, overcome any obstacle, and achieve greatness beyond measure. The mind is the creator of our future, and it is within our control to direct it toward the life we wish to create. At the heart of what it means to be human lies our capacity for relationships. We are not solitary creatures by design, but deeply relational beings, created to connect with others on a profound level. While we may seek personal success, fulfillment, and growth, the true richness of life is found in our interactions with others. Our capacity for relationships is not simply about knowing people or being in their presence. It is about the depth, the quality, and the purpose of those connections. It is within relationships that we find love, empathy, understanding, and the power to both give and receive. Humans were never meant to exist in isolation. From the beginning, we were designed for community. No one can thrive alone, and no one can truly experience the fullness of life without sharing it with others. Relationships are the foundation upon which our lives are built, whether they are familial, friendships, romantic, or even professional connections. They are the mirrors that reflect our identities and the vessels through which we grow and evolve. In the warmth of human connection, we find not only companionship, but also purpose. Through others, we realize who we are, who we want to be, and who we can become. The beauty of human relationships is their ability to help us transcend our limitations. Our interactions with others challenge us, shape us, and teach us lessons that we could not learn in isolation. Relationships are the spaces where we are confronted with different perspectives, values, and experiences, and it is through these contrasts that we gain a deeper understanding of the world and of ourselves. The power of relationships lies in their capacity to push us out of our comfort zones, to broaden our horizons, and to invite us into new ways of thinking. We are not meant to exist in echo chambers where our own ideas go unchallenged. We are meant to interact with a diverse range of people who can help us refine our own beliefs and perceptions. Relationships are the sources of the deepest emotions we experience. Love, joy, sorrow, excitement, and fulfillment all are heightened in the context of our relationships with others. It is through the bonds we form that we learn to give and receive love, that we experience true companionship, and that we find support in times of need. The depth of our connections to others shapes how we feel about ourselves and the world around us. In love, we find acceptance. In friendship, we find trust. In family, we find belonging. These relationships are not just emotional connections, they are lifelines that sustain us, nourish us, and propel us forward when life seems difficult. At the same time, relationships are the spaces in which we experience vulnerability. To be human is to be exposed, to allow others to see both our strengths and our weaknesses. It is in these vulnerable moments, when we open ourselves to others, that the potential for deep, meaningful connection emerges. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It takes courage to trust, to open one's heart, and to allow others in. And it is through these connections that we begin to heal, to grow, and to evolve. When we share our struggles, our dreams, and our fears with others, we allow them to be part of our journey. And in doing so, we build a foundation of mutual respect, compassion, and understanding. Relationships are also the vehicles through which we experience service and sacrifice. To truly engage in a relationship is to put the needs of others before our own at times. Whether it's the selfless care we give to family, the support we offer to friends, or the guidance we provide to those in need, it is in relationships that we discover the joy of giving. True relationships are not built on selfishness or the expectation of receiving. They are built on the desire to serve, to offer something of value to another person without expecting anything in return. In this act of selflessness, we tap into a deep well of fulfillment and joy that cannot be replicated through material achievements or personal success. And yet, relationships are not without their challenges. The capacity to connect with others is not always easy, and it requires effort, understanding, and patience. Conflict, miscommunication, and misunderstanding are inevitable, but these obstacles do not diminish the power of relationships. Rather, they are part of the process that strengthens them. The capacity to forgive, to listen, and to grow together is what separates superficial connections from deep, enduring relationships. The most rewarding relationships are not those without difficulty, but those in which both individuals are committed to overcoming challenges together, learning from each other, and evolving as a result. True relationships are built on resilience and the mutual willingness to invest in each other's growth. In a world that often emphasizes individualism, it is important to remember that our capacity for relationships is what defines our humanity. We are not isolated beings, but part of a larger tapestry of human experience. Our connections to others give our lives meaning, shape our actions, and fuel our aspirations. They remind us that we are not alone, that our struggles are shared, and that our joys are magnified when celebrated together. It is through relationships that we discover our deepest purpose, that we find the strength to persevere, and that we experience the fullness of life. In the end, it is not the things we acquire or the achievements we attain that will matter most. It is the relationships we build, the connections we nurture, and the love we give and receive that will define the legacy we leave behind. The gift of choice is one of the most profound and empowering aspects of being human. Unlike other creatures, we are not simply driven by instinct or predetermined actions. We possess the ability to choose. This ability gives us immense power over our lives as it shapes our experiences, our relationships, and ultimately our destiny. Every moment of our lives is filled with decisions, some small, some large, and it is through the choices we make that we define who we are and who we become. Choice is not just a matter of selecting one option over another. It is the expression of our values, beliefs, and desires. Each choice we make reveals something about our character and what we hold dear. In the simplest of decisions, whether it's what to eat or how to spend our time, We are engaging in the process of determining what aligns with our needs and our purpose. But when it comes to the bigger decisions, the stakes are higher and the consequences more far-reaching. These are the choices that shape the trajectory of our lives, whether we choose to pursue a certain career, commit to a relationship, or follow a dream. These decisions have the power to set the course of our journey and determine how we experience the world around us. The beauty of choice lies in its freedom. We are not confined to a single path or limited by circumstances. No matter where we start in life, no matter what challenges we face, we always have the power to choose how we respond. Life may present us with hardships, but the way we navigate those challenges is entirely up to us. Do we choose to see obstacles as opportunities for growth, or do we let them define us? Do we choose to rise above adversity, or do we succumb to fear and doubt? Our ability to choose is what gives us control over our lives, even when we cannot control the events that unfold. At the same time, the gift of choice carries with it responsibility. With every decision, we must consider the potential consequences, not just for ourselves, but for others as well. The choices we make can impact those around us in ways we may not immediately see, and it is in our best interest to choose wisely. We are not isolated beings, we are part of a larger community, and our choices ripple out, affecting relationships, families, and even societies. This responsibility does not diminish the power of choice, but rather deepens it. It reminds us that our choices matter, that they have weight and significance beyond the immediate moment. The gift of choice is also what allows us to grow and evolve. It is through the decisions we make that we learn, sometimes painfully, what works for us and what doesn't. The mistakes we make are just as valuable as the successes we experience, because they teach us important lessons about who we are and what we need to thrive. Every choice we make is an opportunity for growth, a chance to understand ourselves more deeply and to refine our approach to life. It is through choosing and sometimes failing, adjusting, and then choosing again that we build resilience and wisdom. The ability to make choices gives us the freedom to learn from our experiences and to continuously improve ourselves. Choice also empowers us to take ownership of our lives. It is easy to fall into the mindset of victimhood, to feel that our circumstances dictate our lives, but the reality is that even in the most difficult situations, we still have a choice in how we respond. We may not have control over everything that happens to us, but we always have control over how we perceive it and how we move forward. When we take ownership of our choices, we take ownership of our lives. We stop being passive participants in our own story and become active creators of our destiny. This shift in perspective is powerful, for it reminds us that no one else is responsible for our happiness, success, or fulfillment. It is up to us to choose the life we want to live. The beauty of choice is that it also allows us to break free from the limitations that others or society may place on us. It is all too easy to let external forces dictate our choices, whether it's the expectations of others, societal pressures, or the fear of failure. But the true gift of choice is that it gives us the power to choose a path that is authentically our own. We are not confined to the roles others expect us to play, nor are we bound by the beliefs that were handed to us. We have the ability to create our own identity, to follow our own passions, and to make choices that reflect who we truly are. In this way, choice is a tool of self-expression and freedom, allowing us to live a life that is aligned with our values and our true calling. While the gift of choice is empowering, it also requires courage. Making choices often involves stepping into the unknown, facing uncertainty, and taking risks. We may not always know the outcome of our decisions, and that uncertainty can be intimidating. Yet it is through the act of choosing that we grow in courage. Each decision we make, big or small, requires us to trust ourselves and to take a leap of faith, knowing that we are the ones responsible for the direction our lives will take. The courage to choose is what enables us to move forward despite fear, to step into our potential, and to take bold actions that lead to transformation. Choice also fosters a deep sense of agency. When we understand that we are the ones who are shaping our lives, we no longer feel helpless or victimized by external forces. We realize that we have the power to create the life we desire. And that power is deeply liberating. It gives us the confidence to pursue our dreams, to challenge limitations, and to make decisions that reflect our highest aspirations. The gift of choice empowers us to live with purpose, to align our decisions with our values, and to take responsibility for the life we are creating. In the end, the gift of choice is one of the most profound aspects of being human. It is the power that enables us to shape our own destiny, to live authentically, and to build a life of meaning and fulfillment. With every choice we make, we are defining our path and creating our future. It is through the choices we make that we become the architects of our lives, building a world that reflects who we truly are and what we truly want to achieve. The power of choice is limitless, and it is one of the greatest gifts we possess as human beings. The importance of identity is a fundamental aspect of what it means to be human. It is not just a label or a set of characteristics, but the core of who we are, how we see ourselves, and how we relate to the world around us. Our identity is the lens through which we interpret our experiences and the foundation upon which we build our lives. It shapes our actions, our decisions, and our relationships, serving as a blueprint for the way we navigate the complexities of life. Without a strong sense of identity, we may drift aimlessly, lost in the sea of external influences, unsure of who we are or where we are going. Identity is deeply personal, and yet it is shaped by the interactions we have with others, the culture we are part of, and the experiences we undergo. While it is something inherently within us, it is also influenced by the world around us. From the time we are born, we are surrounded by social constructs, family dynamics, and cultural expectations that contribute to the formation of our identity. However, identity is not something that is entirely shaped by external factors. It is also an internal process, one that requires self-reflection, introspection, and an understanding of our own values, beliefs, and aspirations. It is through this inner awareness that we develop a sense of who we are and where we belong. A clear and strong sense of identity provides a sense of direction and purpose in life. When we know who we are better equipped to make decisions that align with our true selves. Identity serves as a compass, guiding us through the challenges and opportunities that life presents. It helps us determine what is truly important to us and what we want to prioritize. Without a sense of identity, we are more likely to be swayed by external pressures, to make choices based on societal expectations, or to lose sight of our own dreams and aspirations. It is our identity that helps us stand firm in the face of adversity, providing us with the confidence and conviction to pursue what matters most to us. A strong identity also nurtures a sense of belonging and connection. As humans, we have an innate need to feel connected to others, to be part of something greater than ourselves. Identity is the bridge that connects us to others who share similar values, beliefs, and experiences. It is through this connection that we find community, support, and understanding. When we are clear about our identity, we attract relationships and environments that resonate with who we truly are. These relationships offer the foundation for deep, meaningful connections that nourish us, offering love, acceptance, and encouragement. A sense of identity fosters belonging, not only within our immediate circles, but also within the larger society, as it allows us to navigate our place in the world with confidence. Moreover, identity provides the resilience necessary to face the challenges of life. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but a clear understanding of who we are can be a source of strength during difficult times. When we face hardship, our identity serves as a reminder of our worth, our values, and our purpose. It is what allows us to rise above circumstances and stay true to ourselves, even when everything around us seems uncertain. Our identity helps us to build emotional resilience, giving us the inner fortitude to overcome adversity and continue pursuing our goals, regardless of the challenges we face. Additionally, identity plays a significant role in how we relate to others. Our interactions with the world are shaped by how we view ourselves. When we have a strong and positive sense of self, we are more likely to engage with others in a healthy, respectful way. We are not threatened by others' success or opinions because we are secure in our own worth and value. On the other hand, when our sense of identity is fragile or unclear, we may struggle with insecurity, jealousy, or resentment in our relationships. We may be more likely to seek validation from others, to compare ourselves to others, or to try to live up to ideals that do not reflect our true selves. A healthy identity allows us to embrace both ourselves and others with authenticity, building relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. The importance of identity also extends to how we define success. Success in its truest sense is not just about achieving external goals, but about fulfilling our own potential and living in alignment with who we are. Without a solid sense of identity, we may chase success based on the expectations of others, or we may find ourselves constantly striving for more, never satisfied with what we achieve. True success comes from within, from knowing that we are living in accordance with our deepest values and aspirations. It is when we are rooted in our identity that we are able to define success on our own terms, to create a life that feels authentic and meaningful, and to find fulfillment in our journey. Identity also enables us to navigate change and growth. Life is constantly evolving, and as we grow, we encounter new experiences that challenge and expand our sense of self. A healthy identity is not static, it is flexible, adaptable, and capable of evolving in response to new insights, experiences, and stages of life. It is through the process of growth and self-discovery that our identity becomes more refined, allowing us to embrace change rather than fear it. When we are connected to our true identity, we are able to navigate the complexities of life with grace and confidence, knowing that our sense of self is not dependent on external circumstances, but rooted in who we are at the core. In a world that often pressures us to conform, to fit into predefined boxes, and to live up to external expectations, the importance of identity cannot be overstated. Our identity is what makes us unique, and it is the source of our strength, resilience, and purpose. It is through a deep understanding of who we are that we are able to live authentically, make choices that align with our values, build meaningful relationships, and contribute to the world in a way that is true to our essence. When we know who we are empowered to live with intention and to pursue a life of fulfillment, growth, and connection. Identity is not just a concept, it is the essence of who we are. And it is through the cultivation of a strong, authentic identity that we are able to navigate life with purpose and confidence. The spirit within us is the very essence of who we are, transcending the physical and mental aspects of our existence. It is the core of our being, the driving force that motivates us, and the source of our deepest potential. This inner spirit is not just something that exists within us, but rather it is the part of us that connects us to something greater, whether we define that as the universe, the divine, or the collective energy of all life. The spirit within is the spark of life that infuses us with purpose, passion, and the will to move forward, even in the face of adversity. It is easy to become consumed by the demands of daily life, by the noise of the world, the expectations of others, and the challenges we face. However, the spirit within is always there, quietly guiding us, reminding us of who we truly are. When we tap into this inner spirit, we find a wellspring of strength, peace, and wisdom that surpasses the fleeting distractions and worries of the world. It is through connecting with our spirit that we can experience true fulfillment. For it is only in alignment with our spirit that we can realize our highest potential. The spirit within is deeply personal and unique to each individual. It is not something that can be replicated or imitated. It is the source of our individuality, the part of us that shapes our perspectives, drives our ambitions, and fuels our passions. Every person's spirit is different, and yet it shares a common thread with all other spirits. There is a universal connection between all living things, and it is through this spirit that we are linked to one another and to the world around us. While our individual experiences may differ, the spirit within us remains a constant force, a reminder that we are all part of something much larger than ourselves. Our spirit is not only a source of power, but also a source of guidance. In moments of confusion or doubt, when we feel lost or uncertain, it is often the quiet voice of our spirit that leads us forward. It may not always come in grand gestures or loud proclamations, but it whispers through intuition, nudging us in the right direction. The spirit within knows our true desires, our purpose, and the path that will bring us fulfillment. When we listen to this inner voice, we align ourselves with the flow of life, allowing us to move through the world with greater ease and grace. Yet, the spirit within also carries with it a deep sense of responsibility. It calls us to be true to ourselves, to live authentically, and to honor the unique gifts and talents that we possess. This spirit is not something to be hidden or ignored. It is something to be nurtured and expressed. When we suppress the spirit within us, we risk losing touch with our true selves. And in doing so, we lose the vitality and passion that fuels our lives. Our spirit is not meant to be confined. It is meant to be set free. It is the light that shines within, pushing us to reach beyond our limitations and step into the fullness of who we are meant to be. At the same time, the spirit within us also offers a deep sense of peace and tranquility. In the hustle and bustle of life, it is easy to become overwhelmed and to feel as though we are caught in a never-ending cycle of striving and achieving. However, when we connect with the spirit within, we find a sense of calm amidst the chaos. This spirit brings us back to the present moment, reminding us that we are not defined by our circumstances, but by the strength and resilience that lie deep within us. It is in stillness, in moments of quiet reflection, that we can reconnect with this spirit and restore our inner peace. The spirit within is also a source of compassion and love. When we are in tune with our inner spirit, we naturally radiate love, kindness, and empathy towards others. This spirit encourages us to treat others with dignity and respect, understanding that we are all part of the same universal energy. The love that emanates from within us is not limited or conditional. It is boundless, flowing freely to all beings. The Spirit calls us to serve, to uplift, and to support one another, creating a sense of unity and interconnectedness that transcends our individual differences. This spirit is not only personal but collective. It is the collective spirit of humanity that drives us to create, to innovate, and to seek progress. It is this same spirit that inspires us to care for the planet, to build communities, and to work towards a common good. When we are connected to our own spirit, we naturally seek to improve the world around us, recognizing that our individual well-being is tied to the well-being of all. The spirit within us is a force that calls us to action, to make a difference in the world, and to leave a lasting impact that goes beyond our own lives. When we live in harmony with the spirit within us, we experience a sense of alignment and fulfillment that cannot be found through material possessions or external achievements. True success is not measured by wealth status or recognition, but by how deeply we connect with our inner spirit and how we express that spirit in our daily lives. It is through the cultivation of our spirit that we find purpose, passion, and joy. When we honor the spirit within us, we align ourselves with the greater flow of life, and in doing so, we experience a profound sense of meaning and peace. This spirit is also resilient. In times of struggle or hardship, it is the spirit within us that helps us endure and overcome. It is the part of us that refuses to give up, that pushes us to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead seems unclear. The spirit within knows that setbacks are not failures but opportunities for growth, and it empowers us to keep striving towards our goals, even when faced with obstacles. It is this resilience that allows us to rise from the ashes, to transform our pain into strength, and to emerge stronger and wiser from every trial we face. The spirit within is the very essence of our humanity. It is the part of us that connects us to our higher purpose, that guides us through life, and that fuels our passion and creativity. It is the source of our strength, our resilience, and our love. By connecting with the spirit, we can live lives that are authentic, purposeful, and deeply fulfilling. It is through the spirit within that we can discover the fullness of who we are and step into our highest potential. This spirit is the true source of life. And when we honor it, we unlock the power to transform ourselves and the world around us. Responsibility is one of the most powerful concepts in human existence, for it is through taking responsibility that we truly define our lives. Responsibility is not merely about fulfilling obligations or meeting the expectations of others. It is the acknowledgement and acceptance of the power we hold over our own lives. It is about recognizing that we are the ones who shape our circumstances, our choices, and the impact we have on the world around us. When we embrace responsibility, we take ownership of our actions and their consequences, and in doing so, we assert our autonomy, our dignity, and our ability to transform our lives. The role of responsibility in our lives goes beyond the day-to-day tasks and duties we perform. It is the foundation of personal growth, the catalyst for self-improvement, and the means by which we develop integrity and character. To be responsible means to understand that we are not victims of circumstances, but active participants in our own lives. It is easy to blame external factors, our environment, the people around us, or even the past for the difficulties we face, but responsibility calls us to stop looking outward for answers and to begin looking inward. It is through the acceptance of our responsibility that we take control of our narratives And only then can we begin to make meaningful changes. When we take responsibility for our actions, we move from a position of powerlessness to one of empowerment. We stop being passive observers of our lives, allowing events and other people to dictate our experiences. Instead, we become the architects of our futures, making choices that align with our values, goals, and desires. Taking responsibility means taking ownership of not only our successes, but also our failures. It requires us to be honest with ourselves, to acknowledge where we have fallen short, and to use those moments as stepping stones for growth. Responsibility encourages us to learn from our mistakes, to seek improvement, and to commit to doing better next time. Responsibility also encompasses the understanding that we are part of a larger whole. It is not just about personal accountability, but also about recognizing our role in the broader context of the community and the world. Every action we take, every word we speak, and every decision we make has an effect on others. When we take responsibility for our lives, we also recognize that our actions affect the people around us, our families, friends, co-workers, and even strangers. This understanding calls us to act with greater consideration, compassion, and respect for the impact we have on others. It is through this awareness that we begin to cultivate empathy, recognizing that our responsibility extends beyond ourselves and to the well-being of those we share this world with. Responsibility is essential for creating meaningful relationships. In any relationship, whether personal, professional, or communal, responsibility is the glue that binds individuals together. When we take responsibility for our actions, we build trust, and when we fail to do so, we erode that trust. Being responsible means honoring our commitments, being dependable, and holding ourselves accountable for the promises we make. It means showing up for others, being reliable, and acting with integrity, even when it is difficult. Responsibility in relationships also means being aware of how our behavior affects others and taking steps to repair any harm caused. In this way, responsibility becomes a cornerstone of strong, healthy relationships, fostering mutual respect and understanding. The role of responsibility extends to our contributions to society. As human beings, we are not isolated beings. We are interconnected with the world around us. Our responsibilities extend to the communities we belong to, the environments we inhabit, and the future generations we will leave behind. Taking responsibility for our role in society means recognizing that we are stewards of the world, entrusted with its care and well-being. This responsibility calls us to engage in actions that promote justice, equality, sustainability, and peace. It challenges us to not only think of ourselves, but also to consider the collective good and to make choices that benefit the broader community. Whether through volunteering, activism, or simply being a responsible citizen, we contribute to the greater good when we acknowledge our responsibility to the world at large. Responsibility also involves a commitment to our own personal growth and self-discipline. It requires us to hold ourselves to a higher standard, to push past excuses, and to take action even when it is inconvenient or uncomfortable. Responsibility calls us to invest in ourselves, whether through education, health, or self-care, because we understand that our well-being is not just about ourselves, but also affects everyone we come into contact with. When we take responsibility for our own growth, we unlock our potential and become more capable of serving others, fulfilling our purpose, and contributing positively to society. Responsibility is the foundation of self-mastery, as it challenges us to consistently strive for excellence in all areas of our lives. At its core, responsibility is about creating a life that aligns with our values and aspirations. It is easy to live reactively, letting life unfold without direction, but responsibility challenges us to live intentionally, to make decisions that reflect our deepest desires, and to act in ways that are congruent with who we are at our core. Taking responsibility means no longer making excuses or blaming circumstances for our lack of progress. It requires us to take the necessary steps to bring our vision for our lives into reality. Responsibility is not a burden, it is the key to unlocking a life of purpose, fulfillment, and meaning. In every aspect of life, from our personal growth to our relationships and contribution to society, responsibility is the driving force that propels us forward. It is the acknowledgement that we are the authors of our own stories, the ones who determine the course of our lives. It requires us to be honest, to be accountable, and to take action in alignment with our values and goals. It is only through responsibility that we can tap into our true potential and become the people we are capable of being. When we embrace responsibility, we step into our power, take charge of our lives, and create a legacy that reflects the best of who we are. Responsibility is not merely an obligation, it is an opportunity to create a life of purpose, impact, and true fulfillment. Vision is one of the most transformative forces in human existence. It is the ability to see beyond the present moment, to imagine a future that does not yet exist, and to hold that vision as a guiding light. Vision is the spark that ignites action, the roadmap that provides direction, and the source of inspiration that drives individuals and entire societies forward. It is through vision that we are able to transcend our current circumstances, to break free from limitations, and to pursue a life that is aligned with our deepest desires and highest potential. At the heart of vision is the ability to dream. Dreaming is not merely an exercise in fantasy, but an essential part of what makes us human. It is through dreaming that we tap into our creativity, our imagination, and our capacity to innovate. Vision is the crystallization of that dream into something tangible and actionable. It is the mental blueprint that allows us to turn abstract desires into concrete goals. A person with vision does not simply wait for life to happen. They actively create the future they desire by visualizing it in their mind's eye and working towards it with determination and purpose. A powerful vision provides clarity in times of uncertainty. Life is full of challenges, obstacles, and unexpected twists. But when we have a clear vision, we are anchored in our purpose. Vision acts as a compass, helping us navigate the complexities of life with confidence. It enables us to make decisions with intention, knowing that each choice we make is moving us closer to the fulfillment of our vision. When the road gets tough, it is the power of vision that reminds us why we started in the first place, pushing us to keep moving forward despite adversity. It gives us the courage to step out of our comfort zones and take risks because we know that the rewards of pursuing our vision far outweigh the temporary discomforts of growth and change. Vision is also a source of motivation. It is easy to become discouraged or complacent when we cannot see the bigger picture, but when we have a vision, we are constantly reminded of what is possible. It provides us with a sense of purpose that fuels our efforts, even on days when the tasks at hand seem overwhelming. Vision empowers us to rise above mediocrity and to aspire for something greater. It challenges us to push past our fears and limitations, knowing that the pursuit of our vision will lead to growth, transformation, and achievement. It is through vision that we unlock our fullest potential, as it encourages us to reach for heights we may have never thought possible. Vision is not just an individual pursuit, it is the catalyst for collective change. When we come together with a shared vision, we become part of something much larger than ourselves. Vision inspires collaboration as it motivates people to unite their efforts towards a common goal. A powerful vision can transform communities, organizations, and even entire nations as it rallies individuals to work towards a future that benefits all. The collective energy generated by a shared vision has the power to move mountains as it galvanizes individuals to contribute their talents, resources, and time to the realization of a greater cause. It is the force that can elevate a group of people from ordinary individuals to an extraordinary force capable of achieving remarkable things. Vision also requires a deep sense of belief and faith. To have vision is to believe in possibilities that others may not yet see, to hold steadfast to a picture of the future that is not yet materialized. This belief is what gives vision its power. It is easy to get discouraged when we cannot yet see the fruits of our labor. But the power of vision lies in the ability to hold on to that belief even when everything around us suggests otherwise. It is through unwavering faith in the vision that we continue to take steps toward its fulfillment, trusting that our efforts will eventually bear fruit. Vision is the belief that our dreams are not just fantasies but possibilities waiting to be realized, and that belief is the fuel that keeps us moving forward. The power of vision lies in its ability to create a sense of purpose. When we are clear about our vision, we are no longer living aimlessly, drifting from day to day without direction. Vision gives us a sense of purpose, a reason to get up in the morning and a sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing that we are working towards something meaningful. It instills a sense of urgency, for when we have a vision, we realize that time is precious. And every moment spent working towards that vision is an investment in our future. Vision shifts us from a mindset of survival to one of creation, as it compels us to live intentionally and purposefully. Vision has the power to inspire others. When we live with vision, we not only transform our own lives, but also become beacons of inspiration to those around us. Our vision can spark the imaginations of others, encouraging them to pursue their own dreams and to believe in the possibilities of their own lives. A person with vision becomes a leader, not through titles or positions, but through the example they set. They become a source of inspiration, a living testament to the power of dreaming and believing in the future. The ripple effect of one person's vision can reach far beyond their own life, creating a legacy of possibility and transformation that touches countless others. The power of vision also lies in its ability to bring about transformation. Vision is not just about achieving external goals, it is about the internal growth and transformation that occur as we pursue that vision. The journey toward realizing our vision forces us to confront our fears, break through our limitations, and develop new skills. It challenges us to grow in ways we never thought possible, pushing us to become the best versions of ourselves. The transformation that occurs through the pursuit of a vision is not only about achieving success, but about evolving into the person we are meant to be. Vision is the driving force that shapes our lives, propels us forward, and empowers us to create change. It provides us with purpose, direction, and motivation, and it is the lens through which we see the world and our place in it. Vision allows us to transcend the limitations of the present moment and to step into the future with confidence, clarity, and determination. It inspires us to dream, to believe, and to take action. It fuels our creativity, strengthens our resolve, and empowers us to become the architects of our own destinies. When we have vision, we unlock the power to transform not only our own lives, but the world around us through our actions, choices, and aspirations. The potential of humanity is not defined by our limitations, but by the infinite capacity of the human spirit to dream, create, and transform. It is an energy that lies dormant in many, waiting for the right conditions to awaken and propel people toward greatness. This potential is not merely a theoretical concept, it is a tangible force that shapes the course of human history, advances civilization, and pushes the boundaries of what we believe to be possible. At the core of humanity's potential is our capacity for growth and adaptation. Humans have shown time and time again an incredible ability to evolve, not only physically but mentally and emotionally. We are not static beings, we are always in the process of becoming. This ability to adapt and evolve has allowed humanity to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles, from surviving harsh environments to creating complex societies. Our potential lies not in remaining the same, but in our ability to learn from our experiences, to grow from our challenges, and to innovate solutions to problems that once seemed unsolvable. Each individual has the potential to evolve, to improve, and to step into new realms of understanding and accomplishment. The potential of humanity is also evident in our capacity for creativity. Human beings have the ability to take the raw materials of the world and shape them into works of art, groundbreaking technologies, and innovative systems. The creative force within humanity is one of the most powerful aspects of our nature. It is through creativity that we build, we innovate, and we transform. Creativity is not limited to artists or inventors. It is a universal trait that lives within all of us, waiting to be expressed in unique ways. Whether we are solving problems, designing new systems, or expressing ourselves in art, the creative potential of humanity has the ability to change the world in profound ways. Every new idea, every breakthrough, every work of art is a testament to the untapped potential within the human spirit. Humanity's potential is also deeply tied to our ability to form connections and relationships. It is through our connections with others that we find strength, support, and the opportunity for growth. The human capacity for empathy, compassion, and love allows us to not only form deep, meaningful relationships, but also work together towards common goals. Humanity's greatest achievements are often the result of collaboration, of people coming together with shared vision and purpose. Whether in families, communities, or global movements, the potential of humanity is amplified when we come together, combining our talents, ideas, and efforts. The ability to work together, to support one another, and to lift each other up is one of the greatest expressions of humanity's potential. Humanity's potential lies in our quest for knowledge and understanding. Humans are naturally curious beings, always seeking to explore the unknown, to ask questions, and to uncover the mysteries of the world and the universe. This drive for knowledge has led to scientific discoveries, technological advancements, and a deeper understanding of the natural world. It is through this thirst for knowledge that we have been able to make incredible strides in medicine, space exploration, and communication, among countless other fields. The potential of humanity is endless when we continue to seek knowledge, push the limits of our understanding, and apply that knowledge to solve the problems of today and tomorrow. Humanity's potential is not just confined to the individual or to human society as a whole, it extends to the collective evolution of the human race. Over the course of history, humanity has moved from tribes and villages to complex societies developing systems of governance, commerce, education, and law. The potential for continued evolution is ever present as we work towards building a more equitable, peaceful, and sustainable world. Every generation has the opportunity to leave the world better than it found it, contributing to a legacy of progress and development. The potential for humanity lies in our collective ability to come together to create solutions for global issues such as poverty, climate change, and conflict, working as one to shape a better future for all. The potential of humanity also lies in our resilience. Throughout history, humans have faced natural disasters, wars, disease, and countless other challenges, yet we continue to persevere. This resilience is a testament to the strength and determination within the human spirit. The ability to bounce back from adversity, to rebuild, to learn, and to grow stronger is part of humanity's inherent potential. It is in times of hardship that we often see the greatest expressions of human strength, individuals and communities coming together to rebuild, to heal, and to continue moving forward despite the obstacles in their way. This resilience is not just about survival, it is about thriving, about turning challenges into opportunities for growth and transformation. Another dimension of humanity's potential is found in our ability to create meaning. Humans are unique in our search for purpose, for understanding our place in the world and in the grand scheme of the universe. We do not merely exist, we seek meaning, we seek fulfillment, and we strive to live lives of significance. This search for meaning drives us to pursue our passions, to make a difference in the lives of others, and to leave a lasting impact on the world. It is through this pursuit of meaning that humanity's potential is realized as each individual contributes to the greater good in their own unique way. Whether through acts of kindness, breakthroughs in knowledge, or contributions to society, the potential to create meaning is what gives our lives depth, purpose, and value. Humanity's potential lies in the very idea of possibility. The belief that we are capable of achieving the unimaginable, of reaching for the stars, and of overcoming every challenge is what propels humanity forward. It is the belief in possibility that drives innovation, progress, and change. As long as we continue to believe that we are capable of more, that we can reach new heights, and that we can solve the world's greatest problems, humanity's potential will remain limitless. The possibilities are endless when we dare to dream, to take risks, and to pursue the extraordinary. Every step forward, every new achievement, every new discovery is a testament to the boundless potential of humanity. Humanity's potential is not a fixed thing. It is fluid, dynamic, and ever evolving. It is not defined by the past, but shaped by the choices we make in the present. The potential within each individual is only limited by the belief that it is limited. When we recognize the greatness within us, when we tap into our capacity for growth, creativity, connection, and resilience, we unlock the vast potential of humanity. This potential is not something distant or unattainable. It is something we can access every day through our actions, our relationships, and our pursuit of knowledge. Humanity's potential is a reflection of the infinite possibilities that lie within each one of us, waiting to be realized. Humanity's potential is not merely a lofty ideal, but a living, breathing force that resides within each of us. It is the sum of our dreams, our abilities, and our collective desire to transcend the ordinary and create a legacy that reflects the very best of who we are. We are capable of far more than we often realize, capable of growth, creativity, compassion, resilience, and transformation. The future of humanity lies in our hands, shaped by the choices we make, the vision we hold, and the responsibility we embrace. Let us not waste this precious gift of life by living within the confines of our limitations or accepting the boundaries others may place on us. The power to change, to innovate, to inspire, and to lead rests within us all. The potential of humanity is only realized when we dare to dream big, believe in what is possible, and take action with unwavering faith and determination. As we step into the future, let us remember that we are the architects of tomorrow. The world we wish to see begins with the choices we make today. So stand tall, embrace your potential, and know that you are part of a grand, limitless journey that will shape the course of history for generations to come. The greatest breakthroughs, the most profound changes, and the most extraordinary achievements are all within our reach because humanity's potential is infinite, and it begins with you.